Hey Blockheads, this is DJ AK the Amanda Knight, and I'm here to let you know that my so-called whatever podcast and No More Games Radio have joined forces. Listen to No More Games Radio on Sundays at 2 p.m. for your favorite episodes of my so-called whatever podcast, and maybe a live episode? Who knows? Tune in to my so-called whatever podcast for upcoming No More Games radio features and exclusive stories from our staff and DJs. And as always, follow us on social media at No More Games Radio and at my so-called whatever. Hang tough!
Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid gold. My so-called whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows, NKOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom! And if you don't know, now you know. My so-called whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Brooke.
Hey, Nikki.
What's going on?
Not much. We've been chit-chatting for a while, and we just now hit record.
We have for about 1 hour and 6 minutes prior to coming on.
It was all off the record stuff.
It was,
sometimes
yeah.
You just got to catch up.
Right, and we haven't seen each other, so, you know.
Exactly.
We did what we did.
But guess who got her second dose of vaccine today?
Oh, hey, me. I'm starting to feel like shit.
I didn't say it on the last episode because we have Chris on.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
The day we talked to Chris was the day that I got my second dose.
Yeah.
And I felt okay. I mean, I was really, really tired and also really sore. Like that whole part of my body.
Were your eyelids really heavy? Because that's...
Yes.
My eyelids are so heavy, Brooke. They're so heavy. And like you can see, like looking at me right now, like they're barely open. And it's crazy.
So I sent you that picture of me. Remember? I had one eye that was like really small, like really like...
Yeah, what the frick was that?
Yeah, yes, my eyelids were very heavy.
I forgot about that. Because I was like, whoa.
I was just, I think, so fatigued.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, my eyelids are heavy today because that's because I'm legit tired.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yay.
Yeah.
Exciting. Party.
Yeah, I just got it today. I wasn't expecting to feel crappy until tomorrow, maybe, if I was at all, because I felt crappy the first time I got it. So I thought the second one's going to be a breeze, you know? But then my boss, he got his yesterday and he also had like the same reactions that I did. And he is not doing well. So I was like crapper McCrapperson. And I decided we did the episode today because I was like, well, if it gets worse, we won't be able to record. So it's May 4th. It's Lance Bass's birthday. Happy birthday, Lance Bass.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes, and also with you. And I did something this weekend.
Oh yeah, you did.
I did. Yeah, I finally did it. I've been wanting to do it for a very, very, very long time. I got my nose pierced.
Exciting.
I feel like I'm one of those people that's like trying to be young, like trying to be hip. But it really wasn't really like that. It's just, I always wanted to get it done. Brooke had hers done. It scared the crap out of me when she had it done because the blood went boop. I told the person piercing me what happened. She's like, that's never happened to me. I'm like, the blood went whoop, just like that.
It got all over the guy's shirt.
Yeah.
Like it sprayed because he was like a big guy with a big belly.
That's right. That's right.
And it sprayed like on the belly of his shirt.
Yeah, that's right. And so she's like,
Oh.
maybe they hit something. She's like, that doesn't sound good at all. No wonder, no wonder I was scared. But the person I went to is freaking amazing. Her name is Haven. First of all, I love that name. She's like the coolest girl, like Charlene cool.
Oh, Charlene's so cool.
Yeah, like Charlene
Totally.
cool. But today I've been patting my face, like being really careful. And today I like patted my face, pat my face, whatever, however you say it, and it got caught on the towel and it yanked right out. And so I had to put it back in. And
that
it's a
just hurt
corkscrew.
me to like my core.
It's a corkscrew. So it was not easy, but I was like, to hell, I'm putting this back in. Like,
right.
And it didn't come out all the way. So that's good. But it came out most of the way. So yeah, it was not.
Man.
It was not
So I'm going to have to take Sadie to her when she gets her ears pierced.
100%. This girl she's the shit. She really is. She's really cool.
She's the shiz.
She did Bryn's cartilage, and Bryn's going to get another one. And then
cool.
Bryn, we're going to let her get her septum pierced because that's what she wants to do. And if that's what I told her, it's going to hurt like hell. It's going to hurt like hell. It's going to hurt like hell. And I'm not going with her because I think I might pass out for that.
Really? I'd go with her. I think that's cool.
Yeah, she does. She wants it bad. And I said, okay, after basketball.
Right.
There's a short period of time. She'll have a couple months. Haven said that it should heal okay by then. So if I just don't want her. She was like, oh, I can just like put it up in my nose and nobody will know. And I said, but Bryn, if you get hit in the face with a ball, then they're going to know.
They'll know.
So yeah, so things have been pretty cool. We're coming off the high of, that was Chris Kirkpatrick. He was amazing.
He was so cool. Oh my gosh.
He was just everything and more than we could have hoped for.
Yeah, that was a great episode. Like
it really was.
I'm just gonna say it.
It really was. I feel really honored that some diehard NSYNC fans have reached out to us to let us know that they loved the episode, and that makes me feel good. Like that makes me feel good inside because I wanted to make sure that I did right by the NSYNC fans, And they said we did a good job, so that makes me feel better. That makes me feel good.
I know you were concerned about that.
I was just because there are going to be times just like with Jeff Timmons, I wanted to make sure that we did right by the 98 Degrees fans. We are 98 Degrees fans. We're we're all boy band fans pretty much, but I just wanted to make sure I did right by that. Or we did. Sorry. I want to make sure we did right by that because you'd be fine anyway, but sometimes I just feel like sometimes I might come off the wrong way. So
what do you mean?
I'm not really sure.
Like come off the wrong way to who? To Chris? Or to the fans?
Both. Like I don't want to come off like a know-it-all. You know what I mean?
You're not.
Like
you don't.
New Kids. I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know everything New Kids. I can only tell you Joey McIntyre's birthday. But guess what? Right now, because I, again, not feeling great, don't remember what year he was born.
1972.
1972. See? Couldn't even tell you.
I think that's right.
But I would be able to tell you on a good day. On a good day, I would be able to. So, yeah. But anyway, this is a block party.
We should intro.
Welcome to the block party, and let's intro right now. Let's do it.
Why do you sound like you're drunk?
I don't know. I feel like so tired. I'm just so tired. This is going to be a fantastic episode. Let's go.
Let's intro. This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever.
Hey.
Welcome to the block party.
And we're not leaving out nobody. Nope. Especially not the people that sent us stories. Absolutely not.
We should get right into them.
Well, first, I would like to make an announcement.
What is
if ever we have asked you for New Kids related content stories, if there's ever been a time, we mean it the most right now.
Totally.
We We are slimming down and
dangerously low.
right, having to start to think about other ways we can celebrate the block party. But I mean, our whole show is based off stories. Like our whole show, our whole niche is
Our whole
like,
being.
yeah, is on stories. And I've had so many people tell me, even like diehard New Kids fans, well, I don't really have a story. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
you do. So, send in your stories. We really want to hear them. Tell us how you became a fan. Tell us the first time you saw Joey McIntyre and those beautiful blue eyes. Tell us that. Tell us that time. So
there.
Yeah.
Send them to mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com.
Yes, please.
Again, that's mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com.
Yes, mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com. Yes.
Let's get into the stories.
Sounds
Do you want me
good.
to read the first one?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
Okay. I am not good with names. Marita?
I think it's Marita. I think so.
Marita.
Yeah.
Not Merida.
I
Marita.
don't think so. I think it's Marita, but it might be Merida.
Okay.
Either
well,
way,
this is her Joey
we're
McIntyre
trying.
story.
Yes.
We're trying our damnedest.
I am ready for this. I am here for it.
All right, here we go. Hi, Nikki and Brooke. I have so many fan stories to write about, but I will stick with two that involve Alice McIntyre. I lived in Northern California at the time in the Bay Area. This was March 1993.
Sorry. Should I say that Alice McIntyre is Joe McIntyre's sister? Or did people already knew that?
I think people know that.
Okay, continue. Continue. I'm sorry.
This was March 1993. I was heading to Boston with my mom to look at colleges. The only reason I was allowed to go so far from home was because my dad is from Boston and 90% of his family still live all over Massachusetts. My mom took me to Boston and we went to go see a friend of hers who was friends with Alice McIntyre. My mom's friend knew I was a huge NKOTB fan. I had been to 9 concerts by then, gone to their houses, their hotels in the Bay Area, had umpteen amounts of videos and pics, and even been on Youthquake due to New Kids.
What? I know what Youthquake is.
I do too, and
that's pretty freaking amazing.
That's baller status right there.
That is baller status. That is the definition of baller status.
Anyway, my mom's friend called my mom and told her that she let Alice know that I was going to Boston and I was a huge fan. Alice, being the sweet person she is, invited me to Joe's house and said she would give me the grand tour.
What?
I was told ahead of time that Joe would not be there because he was going to be in New York. Joe was living in Brookline at the time. Anyway, the night came when we were in Boston and me, my mom, and my mom's friend went to Joe's house. When we got there, the gate was open and we drove right in and parked.
Oh my
Alice
gosh.
opened the door when we knocked and she let us right in. This was before Joe's house was on Cribs or Dancing with the Stars. Alice came up to me and gave me a huge hug and welcomed me to Joe's house. She handed me a package that had a picture of Joe that he wrote my name on and signed, and an NKOTB t-shirt with a message from Joe written to me in Spanish.
That's amazing.
I did not speak Spanish at the time.
Oh.
It said, Marita, sorry I am not here to meet you. Enjoy Boston. Love, Joe McIntyre.
Oh my God.
That for me was awesome. Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
I carried it through the house. Alice gave us a huge long tour, taking me into every room of the house. I remember seeing the room that had the hideaway for the Underground Railroad.
Wow.
Alice asked if I wanted to go down there. I said no, which I now regret.
It's probably haunted.
I would think it would be kind of, like spooky. She told me that that is where they keep the fan mail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we walked up one set of stairs and came down another set. Upstairs, we went into Joe's room.
Oh.
I could not believe I was standing in Joe's actual room.
Oh my God.
The bed he slept in was right there. It was a small room at the end of the hall. It had a small walk-in closet and a small bathroom right outside the door where I saw a hairdryer, and I was like, OMG, Joe dries his hair with that dryer. Joe had a photo album in his room that I was able to look through.
What?
It had lots of his. This is like personal stuff.
This is a dream come true.
It had a lot of his baby pics in it. We went into all the rooms except his brother's room. We went downstairs where I went into Joe's office where all his awards were, American Music Awards, etc. I was like, OMG, that is an actual American Music Award. I was kind of shy at the time and did not want to act all crazy, so I never once took my camera out of my purse. Arg. We went into a lot of rooms and we were there for over an hour. When we left, Alice walked us out and pointed to a wall where she said, "The girls sit and wait for Joe there."
Yay.
Alice had a friend at the house who showed up when I was walking through with her. Anyways, we left and we heard a honk behind us. It was Alice and her friend inviting us to dinner. I was like, yes. My mom's friend had to go home, so we did not go. 10 months later, in January 1994, my mom's friend found out I was in Boston for college. She said I should have let her know ahead of time. I was in town so she could tell Alice. She said she would tell her now. I was like, okay, cool. I was 19 at the time. NKOTB were releasing their Face the Music album and we're going to be signing albums at Tower Records at midnight.
Who?
I wanted to go.
Yeah.
I had never met New Kids and I wanted to meet them, but it was January and it was snowing and cold and no one wanted to go.
Aww.
I was like, should I go or not? I had kind of decided not to. I was in my dorm room in Newton, Mass when my phone rang. It was Alice McIntyre.
What?
She was calling to ask me if I wanted to go to the guy's private record release party that night. I was like, yes. She told me I could meet all the guys.
What?
I was like, yes, yes, yes.
Oh my God.
Alice told me to meet her next to a small restaurant next to Tower Records, and she told me what stop to get off on the T and how to get there.
Wow.
When I got to the T station in Newton, there were some other girls headed to stand in line in Boston to meet the guys. I did not talk to them. I was shy and nervous and alone.
Oh.
I made it to the restaurant and was not there too long when Alice came in right up to me and gave me a huge hug and said the guys were at the party and we should head over there. I was like, okay. I was so nervous.
Oh.
We got to the restaurant where the party was and there were a few girls outside the door. Some big old security guys were at the door blocking. Alice was let right in. I was walking behind her when they shut the entrance on me. I was like, I'm with her, and pointed to Alice. They said, no, you are not.
Ugh.
The girls outside kind of laughed. I said, Alice, they won't let me in. She went right up to them and said, she is with me. They were like, we can't let her in. Alice said something like, do I need to get my brother? At that point, I was let in. Phew.
Whoa.
She pulled rank.
Yeah, she did. Oh, that's baller status right there.
Good on you, Alice.
You want me to get my brother? I'll get my brother out here.
As soon as we walked in, Joe came right up to Alice and gave her a hug. I was shaking, nervous, and speechless.
Oh my God.
I was also in a non-fan environment all alone with none of my friends who were all fans and who I was used to going to their concerts and hotels with, who I screamed and went fangirl crazy with. Here I was all alone. I was still super shy. Anyway, after Joe hugged his sister, Alice introduced Joe to me, who came right over to me and shook my hand. Alice right away took out her camera and asked Joe to take a pic with me. He did. We took 2, which I have never seen. Alice has them. She told Joe I had been to the house and she had given me the tour. Joe asked if I liked it, and I said yes. Joe now left, and I was taken to a seat where Joe's dad was and Jordan and Jonathan's mom was sitting.
Oh my gosh, this is adorable. This story is
really
adorable.
They were talking about whatever, and there I was feeling so out of place. A couple years earlier, I had stood in line for hours to meet the parents at a mall 15 minutes from my house in the Bay Area. And here they were talking about whatever with me sitting right there. Alice told her dad I had been to the house, and he also asked me if I liked the house and if I was a fan. I said yes to both, but I was still super shy and with no friends, so I was kind of quiet. Alice had left and came back a few minutes later and told me we were going to go sit with her mom. I said okay. As we were walking to the booth, I saw Jordan, my favorite new kid, with his girlfriend. I was like, OMG, that's Jordan. He is right there. I screamed in my head as I tried not to go nuts. We get to the booth and sit down, and sitting right across from me is Joe. His mom is next to him. I could have played footsie with him.
Oh my God.
He was drinking a soda. We were
I
so
wonder
close,
what kind
our
of
hands
soda.
touched a couple times.
I wonder what kind of soda Joe liked.
I wonder if she remembers.
I wonder if it was like
Orange
Surge.
Slice.
Yeah, Orange Slice. Yeah.
Orange Slice.
He seems like an Orange Slice kind of guy.
I think he really does.
Yeah.
Do they even make Orange Slice anymore?
Or like a cherry Coke.
Oh, I love it. I like a Diet Cherry Coke.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
That sounds amazing right now.
Mm.
We were so close, our hands touched a couple times.
Oh my, stop it right now. Stop it right now. Oh my God.
Another one of Joe's sisters came to the table to sit with us. It was Carol. She was super nice and funny. Jonathan also came over to the table. I was introduced to him and shook his hand. I was so nervous. A couple years earlier at their hotel in San Francisco, I almost got my arm cut off shoving it into a van where John was sitting where he touched my hand.
Oh.
Now here he was sitting in a booth with me, shaking my hand, saying it was nice to meet me. Joe was kind of quiet. He looked upset. He said to his mom, I don't even know anyone here.
Oh.
His mom said, that always happens. How all these people are let in, who knows? Jonathan was talking about a huge news story that was popular at the time. If I ever get a chance to meet him again, I want to tell him what he was talking about that night. I thought it was funny. Remember that this was a non-fan event and I was being accepted by everyone there. And as I said before, I was all alone. Sometime during the night, the new kids were taken up front to give a speech and accept some award. All the parents and family sat on a couch to watch and listen. Their friends stood in the back. I saw some press people on the floor, and the fan and me kicked in and jumped off the couch where I was allowed to sit, onto the floor to be close and get good pics. All the guys spoke. I think someone they knew well had just passed away, and when Joe spoke about it, he teared up.
Oh.
I heard his mom and sisters say he was crying.
Oh.
I was sitting in front of Marlene Putnam. She kicked me a couple times and apologized each time.
Oh.
I heard her say, I feel so sorry for this poor girl. I keep kicking her.
Oh.
Inside my head, I was like, it is 100% okay. This is awesome.
Keep kicking me. Keep kicking me. Keep kicking me.
When that was over, it was getting close to the time when the new kids were going to be taken to Tower Records. They were sent downstairs into an area with a small bar where only their family was allowed and no one from the party was allowed unless they were family. I was allowed in. Yes. Me.
What?
This was like sensory overload. I go downstairs into the room with Alice, and Jordan is at the bar drinking a soda.
Again, wonder what kind of soda guy he is. What do you think? Mountain Dew.
I was picturing just a Coke.
You think so?
Just a regular old Coca-Cola. All American.
Yeah, okay. I get that. I get that. I feel that vibe. I think Donnie is more of like a Surge.
Donnie, yes. Donnie would kick it up a notch.
Yeah, Donnie would be like a Surge. Let's
If Donnie was in Maine, he would be drinking Moxie.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
That's a Donnie drink right there.
Okay, so we talked about Jordan, we talked about Joe, we talked about Donnie, then we have John. What kind of soda do you think he drinks?
I don't think John drinks soda.
No. What about Danny?
Danny definitely doesn't drink soda, but every once in a while he might like a Diet Canada Dry.
Oh God, that was
Every once in a while he
that was
will kick
very
back
random.
with. He will have a Diet Canada Dry, specifically Canada Dry.
Okay, you guys realize like we really don't know these things. We're just like shooting the shit.
That's right. But this is what I would. Okay, so to recap,
Okay,
Joe, Orange Slice.
Orange Slice.
And I'm talking like 90s, so that was Orange Slice. I don't think they have it anymore.
Yeah.
But back then, Slice. Jordan, Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Donnie.
I'm still going for Mountain Dew for him. I'm still going Mountain Dew.
For Jordan?
Yep.
Mountain Dew for. I don't see it.
It was like
I
all the
don't
guys
see
drank Mountain Dew. All the guys drank Mountain Dew back then.
Some of them just drank Coke.
Yeah.
I picture Coke. So we're torn on that one.
Oh, yeah, we're torn on that one.
Donnie, definitely a Surge kind of guy, or Moxie if he's in Maine.
Right. Agreed.
John,
Fruitopia.
he likes an Arnold Palmer.
And he likes a Fruitopia.
Or that. Snapple.
No, that's Danny.
Arizona iced tea.
Oh, yeah. You've got it. You got it. You got the right stuff.
And I swear, and I really think that Danny, if he has a soda, like he might have 2 a year, and it's a Diet Canada Dry. Good old ginger ale.
I would love to know, like, really, if they were to drink a soda, this would be my question. If they were to drink a soda, what kind of soda would they drink?
We need to find this out some way.
This
somehow.
information we need to find out. Yes.
We need to know this. All right.
Yes.
So now that that's on the record,
back to the story.
Back to the story. So we are where we left off. Jordan is sitting at the bar drinking a soda.
Okay.
I sat next to him. He was super quiet and I was super shy. I had 1,000,003 things to tell him if I ever met him, and here he was next to me. He was all alone and I had no idea what to say. Jonathan showed up and sat on the other side of me.
Oh my
Danny
God.
was sitting on the couch.
I'm sorry. This is just, I can't even. I can't
I know.
even right now. I'm totally visualizing all of this, by the way. Like totally
too.
visualizing all of it. And it's got me, oh my God. I can't even.
I mean, picture like Face the Music, Jordan. How you doing? How you doing?
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.
I like that too. I like that a lot.
I like all of them Face the Music. I mean,
Same.
oh
Grown.
my gosh.
They were just a little grown.
Yes.
Danny was sitting on a couch using a cell phone.
Oh.
Ooh, that was like a relic. That was like
that was
not a
like-
relic. That was like a novelty then.
Wow. Yeah, because this was what?
Talk about
90
baller status.
This is 94,
94?
right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Holy cow. That is baller status, Danny.
Yep. Joe was who knows where, and Donnie was talking to Alice. Joe's other sister came in and we talked a little. Alice and Donnie were talking about his baby. While
Aw.
down there, I got pics with Jordan and Jonathan. I wanted Jordan alone, but I was kind of shy. Alice told Jordan and John that I wanted a pic. Jonathan called me over to stand next to him. He was next to Jordan and said, "Can I stand between you?" Jonathan said, "Yes, come here." For some reason, my camera was acting up, and Alice handed my camera to Jordan and asked him what was wrong with it. I was thinking, OMG, Jordan has my camera.
Oh my God.
I was still standing between Jordan and Jonathan, and I would have stood there forever, but Jordan did something, and the camera worked, and we got a pic.
Jordan.
I next got one.
He's a technological
Whiz.
He is. I bet you anything he can fix your VCR.
I bet he can.
He was the one that they said, Jordan, can you please stop the VCR from flashing 12 o'clock? Please. Can you fix that?
Absolutely. Can you fix the tracking?
Yes, please. Please.
Please fix the tracking on the VCR.
Yes.
There's too many lines. I next got a picture with Donnie, who was super nice to me. Of course he was, because Donnie's a national treasure.
Yes, he is.
I also had the t-shirt Joe had left me at his house and had all the guys sign it.
What?
Well, Alice asked them since I was so shy.
Oh, Alice. I love Alice.
I wish. I know. Talk about the real MVP here.
Right. Oh my gosh. I want to meet Alice.
She's like the ultimate wing woman.
Yes, she is. Total. Like she knows all the things she like that a fan would want.
Absolutely.
Especially like in that situation, because I feel like I'd be very much like her in the situation.
Yep.
I'd be very like, okay, you just tell me where I need to go, what I need to do. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut and not say a word.
I'm just gonna be here. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be here.
I'm like
I'm
like a flower on the wall.
a wallflower.
A wallflower. I'm going into the wallpaper. So
I wish I'd been able to speak up. I would now. Now it was time to head to Tower Records, which was right down the street from where we were. The new kids were taken in through the back door while the families and me were taken into the front door. The families were used to distract the fans as the guys ran into Tower Records. I have no idea where all the family members were since none of them were downstairs. Once outside, the family made a huge ball of people, and there I was in the middle with Matthew, who was small and walking next to me, as were Jordan and Jonathan's sisters and a lot of the family members of the other guys. When we were halfway to Tower Records, I hear screaming and flashes and girls trying to get close, and for a second I thought to myself, I want to be with the girls to get pics.
mm-hmm.
Then I looked up and remembered where I was. It was surreal and crazy, and I
Yeah.
felt like I was not where I was supposed to be. Joe's sister Carol turned around and grabbed my jacket and said, "Stay close. It may get crazy."
Oh my God. I live for this. I'm so excited.
It's amazing.
Oh God.
Once inside Tower Records, I looked around and the guys were inside hanging out in the back. They were later taken outside to talk to the fans. I wanted to be outside so bad. I went to the front windows to try and look out and hear what they were saying. A guy next to me started talking to me and he said he was friends with Joe, but people mistake him for his brother Tommy all the time. He looked exactly like his brother. He said he was not. As I looked out the windows, I saw two girls who went to college with me and they saw me and they wanted to know how I got inside. Matthew was standing next to me again, watching the girls waving at me, and he asked me, "Can they see us?" I said yes, and he left. Once the guys came back in, they went back into non-fan mode. Tower Records was all set up for when the fans were going to come in. I quickly realized that I could walk anywhere I wanted. I walked behind Jordan, who was singing to himself. He went over to Donnie, where they started looking at magazines. It was getting close to midnight when the fans were going to be let in to buy the album and have it signed. Alice said we would be leaving soon. I did not want to, but she was going to give me a ride back to my college.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That really is. I was standing for a while with Joe's mom and his sisters and Joe. Joe's mom had been told some of the girls had been outside since the morning, and she said she had no idea how they did that, especially since it was January and there was snow all over.
So cold.
Alice said to her mom that I had spent the night outside places for tickets to see the guys. She said to me, "I don't know how you do it." At this point, Joe comes up to his mom and hands her a cassette tape and tells her it is the new album, but it is a rough cut. I realized then that I had taken money with me to buy the new album. I told Alice that I wanted to buy it. They would not be sold to the public until midnight, which was like 20 minutes away. She said she did too. Alice asked if I wanted a tape or CD. I said tape. She left and came back with a tape for me. Alice left again to say bye to people. Joe was standing in front of me, facing me, looking around. I did not want to steal the tape, so I asked Joe, of all people, where I could pay for my album. I had my tape and wallet in my hand. Joe said, "What did my sister get?" And I said, "A CD." He said, "You got a tape?" And I said, "Yes." Joe put up his hand and said, "Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it."
Oh
and
my
he turned
God.
around and left after I said thank you.
I love that man. I love that man. I love that man.
Alice and I left, and when we walked to her car, a couple fans went up to her. The girls I went to college with came up to me to talk to me, and then we left. Alice drove me home. She said I was kind of quiet around the guys. I told her I was super shy. The reality was that I was in a non-fan event. I was alone with none of my friends, and that deep inside I wanted to scream like I always did when I saw them, but I wanted to look normal. I can appreciate that. We got to my school, and Alice dropped me off. I thanked her many times, and she left. I ran up to my dorm room and called my friend in California, where it was 3 hours earlier. When she answered, I screamed, "Do you know what I just did and who I just met?"
Crazy.
I let it all out with her, and she was as excited as I was.
Oh.
I told her everything. While I was talking to her, the call waiting on my phone kept beeping. I knew exactly who it was at that time of night. When I was done talking to my friend, my phone rings and I answer it. I hear, "Where have you been?" It was Jamie Kelly, the original new kid, who I was good friends with at that time. I told him where I had been. He asked if I went and stood outside all night in the snow just to meet the new kids. I said, no, actually, I was inside the actual party. Jamie said, "How did you manage that?" I told him I went with Alice. He knew I had met her before when I went to Joe's house. He was like, "Oh, okay." And then we talked about some other stuff.
Okay, question. How did she become friends with him, I wonder? I'm very curious.
I don't know, but like that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, he was part of the group.
But that's very cool.
He's in the unauthorized
cool.
biography.
Yes, sir.
I remember that.
I left Boston a couple months later, and before I left, Jamie gave me some money for whatever. When I got back to the Bay Area, I noticed that the new kids would be performing in a small club in San Francisco for the Face the Music album. Jonathan was not even there. I still had some of the money Jamie gave me, so I used it to buy tickets to see the new kids. Joe bought me or gave me the Face the Music album, and Jamie paid for my concert tickets to see New Kids for the last time. He has no idea I use the money for that. I have not seen the new kids since, though I would like to.
Oh, I want you to too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Last year, my mom's friend came to visit her. She told me she is still friends with Alice and told me she would get the pic of Joe and I from her.
Oh.
I think she forgot because I've not seen it. I told her to please let Alice know that that night was amazing and I appreciated it so much. She said she would tell her. It was a surreal night that I look back on and realize how lucky I actually was that night. Alice was amazing and Joe's entire family was just super nice to me. I had such a great time. And we have pictures on the website.
What a great story.
Oh
Seriously.
my God.
What a great
This
story.
is amazing. Look at these pictures.
Okay, so who's in the first picture, I wonder?
Is that
I'm not sure.
is
who
that Jamie?
I'm not sure. I
don't know who that is either.
No.
But he's a good-looking dude.
But look at Joe's wearing an ascot.
Oh, he is? I'm not surprised. That's a very Joe thing to wear.
That is a very Joe thing, yes. That is an ascot, right? That's what that's called?
That is an ascot, yes.
Okay.
Look at Jordan.
Oh my goodness. I mean, they all look very good. Very, very good.
They really do. They really, really do.
Oh my God, look at the picture of her between Jordan and John.
Yeah.
OMG.
I am dying over it. I love it.
I'm actually going to look in our mail to see if she said who that picture was of.
Yeah, because I'd like to know.
A picture of her with Jamie Kelly, the original New Kid, when she was about 17. So that is the original New Kid.
I was right.
Jamie. You were right. Yep.
And he is very cute.
He's a nice looking individual.
He looks like he could have been in the New Kids. My mom, I don't think I ever told the story.
What?
Maybe I did. So my cousin had a friend. Mm-hmm. My cousin is around the New Kids age.
Okay. Which cousin?
So my cousin Tommy.
Okay.
So he had a friend who he was his best friend. Mm-hmm. And he used to come around a lot, like growing up and stuff. And they were a little older than I was. Mm-hmm. But my mom used to tell him, "You look like you could be a New Kid."
Oh, I can hear your mom saying that. Adorable.
Because he was tall and he had dark hair. Like he looked like a Boston kid, like a New England kid.
Yeah.
And he was really cute.
Yeah.
I was saying it makes me laugh.
I have to say I'm very lucky because I was just talking to Kevin about this because I said, you know what? You're very handsome. You're very New England-esque. He is. He's a handsome dude. Like, I'm not just saying that because I'm his wife. I hit the lottery. Like, I hit the jackpot. And that's what I think anyway. And I just think he looks like a New England gentleman.
Yeah.
Without an ascot.
He does. No, there is a look.
Yes, there is a look.
There is a look. Like, you can, not always, not 100% of the time, but like I think Pete looks like New England.
Yes, he does. 100%.
Like that is a New England born and raised.
Right.
Like, I totally get it. So Marita, I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you so much. These are amazing pictures. And those are two amazing stories.
So good. Thank you. Like, that gave me life. Like, I feel a little bit better. Like, I'm feeling a little better. I think that like
a little rejuvenated.
I do. My eyelids are still really heavy, but that's okay. That's all right. So thank you for sharing your story. And Marita, if you have more stories, feel free to send them. Yeah. Like, well, yeah.
I think she does.
I feel like she does too.
I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're on to, I think it's Shanna. Do you think that's how you say her name? We have
that's
two
what
names.
I would say.
Shanna's Donnie Wahlberg story. I'm ready for this one.
Ooh la la.
Hello, Burke and Nikki. I have contemplated for quite a while on sending you my Donnie story. For one, I am awful at writing, so feel free to edit the crap out of this. It is fine. Secondly, I am a horrible storyteller, so bear with me as it can get a bit confusing. I bet you're an amazing storyteller, so here we go. But here I am giving it a try. So here it goes. 2020, as we all know, turned out to be, well, should I say a disappointment? This was going to be the year of my first NKOTB cruise. Oh, I'm sorry. I have thought about going for years, but none of my friends who are NKOTB fans, but not blockheads, wanted to go with me. This year, I was going to go, and I didn't care if it was by myself. The stars aligned perfectly, and bam, I was on the boat. I missed the day the tickets went on sale, but I scored a spot with 2 other girls after their friend needed to give up her ticket. We planned and prepped. The more we talked, I knew they were set to be in my life for a reason.
Oh,
Isn't that sweet?
I love that.
So COVID happened and the cruise was, of course, canceled. Disappointment. This was April. Granted, we had been through months of confusion, uncertainty, and disappointment by then, but this really hit me hard. Enter something I look forward to. Wahlburgers opening in St. Charles, July 16th. I believe was the first date, which of course got pushed back to the 28th. More disappointment. I was scheduled to work on the actual opening day, and I was pretty bummed since I knew that was a guaranteed Donnie sighting. I decided that I had enough of disappointment and a road trip was happening. I live in Wisconsin, about 3 hours from St. Charles. My 2 sons came with me since they hadn't left the house for a few months by then. No judgment, please. No judgment? No. Sometimes you
No
just gotta get out
judgment
of the house. We made a little getaway out of it. We booked a hotel, they swam in the pool, and we went paddle boating down the Fox River. Oh, that's nice. If you have never been to St. Charles, it really is a beautiful place. The plan was to go to Wahlburgers for lunch on our way out of town. It was about 1:30 while we were there out in the water, and suddenly I had a feeling we needed to get to Wahlburgers now. I'm watching everybody else park their paddle boats with ease and thought, that doesn't look too hard. My sons and I laughed on how silly we must have looked to try to park this thing. A half hour later, we were on our way. Being the first few days after opening, we knew we would probably be waiting for a bit. However, we were in the building with a 15 to 20-minute wait. The Blockhead Clubhouse is amazing. Donnie has really done a great job. I felt at home when we walked in the door. Of course, I was hoping to see Donnie, but he was not there. The waitress said that he hadn't been in all day. Oh well, it's okay. At least we saw the place. I was perfectly content with leaving after such a great time with my boys. Our waitress obviously knew I had wanted to see Donnie, and I told her if she heard anything to please let me know. All of a sudden, you could feel the energy of the whole place change. In walked Earl, Donnie's bodyguard. Apparently, he comes in first to scope out the place and calm everyone down before Donnie walks in. My boys saw their mom like they have never seen her before. Fangirl. I could hardly contain my excitement. I've had 2 meet and greets with the mixtape tour the year earlier, which were amazing, but this was different. He walked in through the back and made his way around to every table, meeting and speaking to everyone. He made the corner of our table, but got distracted and started heading to the happy place photo area, missing our table. Then our eyes met and he came right over to our booth and sat down with a hug. Keep in mind, this is COVID and hugs are not recommended anymore. I watched as he fist bumped people and did not expect this hug. I needed this hug. He invited us over to the happy place for some pictures and made me and my family feel at home and welcomed. He even shared time with me as I FaceTimed my cruise roommates.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was always a Jordan girl, and I still am, but Donnie is something special. Hashtag we are all Donnie girls. When he says he loves you, you better believe it. I used to think celebrities were so full of it when they said we love you or you're the greatest audience ever. Donnie, I believe him. Thank you, Donnie, for being the sunshine in an otherwise dreary year. And Brooke and Nikki, thanks for listening to me babble. I hope to meet you guys and share a drink at Fenway, the cruise, or what the hell, both. Shanna. What a great story, Shanna.
First of all, you're a great storyteller.
Yes, you are a great storyteller.
I felt like I was there with you in St. Charles.
Same.
That was amazing.
So great, Shanna. So amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that story. We really appreciate it.
So much. That was a great story.
We had 2 really great stories. I feel like this has given me life, even though now I must go to bed. So
I feel very #blessed.
I also feel #blessed. It's a good feeling.
And I do need to go to bed as well. I am very tired.
Yes.
But This was a great episode
It
and two
was.
great stories from two great girls.
Right.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so much.
Marita and Shanna.
Yes.
Shanna.
Yes.
I hope that
and
we're saying these names right.
I hope so too. And if we didn't, we apologize in advance. We are so sorry.
Right.
But we love you guys and we love everybody that's listening. And again, you guys, please send us your stories to mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com. We would really appreciate it.
100.
And with that,
We bid adieu.
we'll be loving you forever. What'd you just say?
We bid you adieu.
We bid you adieu. And we'll be loving you forever.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.